tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Washington football team taking on the Chicago Blues.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Blues and the Washington football team. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
The quarterback
opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook.
number 30.
The numbers a week ago for Cook. 21 carries, 107 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Cook. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making it. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
The quarterback gets sacked.
And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
So they bring out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
He's
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 80 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 35-yard line.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier. Taken down at the 43.
This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll buy some time right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
To number 80.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Loss of 6 yards. It's second.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Chicago.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Now the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
38-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. The throw over the middle taken in. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They run here with Singletary. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Singletary. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Washington 3.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a run with Cook. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shout along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And the Washington offense going back to work. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them the first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And his pass incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6 yards.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Washington on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
3rd down. And
they're going to look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
We're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
A 37-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
14. Washington 6.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turn into a heck of a DB, though, partner. First down, here's the run with Cook. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the ground, Cook. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
Down at the 20-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Cook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
That's complete, right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
The try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Back to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make make a bigger play, there's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. And he's got his man on the out route. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
40-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12.
Blues 21, Washington 9.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
23-yard line.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw here on first down. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of a yard.
They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to our Tiburon Studios here in Orlando. We'll take a minute and look ahead at what's to come this weekend in week number 3. In the early window, lots of good matchups to choose from. We'll highlight the game in Detroit. A big one for the Lions, as they'll have to contend with the San Francisco 49ers. Then more good stuff to follow later in the afternoon. One good one being under the dome in New Orleans, where it'll be the Saints taking on the Green Bay Packers. And finally, on Sunday Night Football, should be a good one there, between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A gain of 5.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way.
Fumble on the play.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
The ball carrier. Tackle made at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the...
They run it again with Cook. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Looking to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
A gain of 7 brings up second and goal.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Justin Jefferson, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
The kicker on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Is good.
And he puts it through. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Quarterback sack.
He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people. No errors, right? Not turning it over and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
They'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Dalvin Cook. It's a gain of 25 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll run for it with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 4 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. In trouble, and he's taken down.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Noah Fant. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
On third down, you'll give him that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight.
That's tough to play.
And he's into the clear. The 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Dalvin Cook. His 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys continue to pour it on. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
The kick is good.
And he knocks it through. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard
They'll
line.
look to throw here. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
9.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Noah Fant. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
This is the tight end, Fant. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll look to throw again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 10 yards out.
And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word. 3 field goals that they put on the board previously, they finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 26. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over. First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And you see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Cook, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 26.
Again, it's Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Chase Young on the tackle. A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
1st and 10.
This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
They start the drive with Cook. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Cook, the ball carrier.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
A gain of 4. It's now.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
A gain of 14.
14 yards and a Chicago first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, it's Cook. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Come on, D.
Game offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. Now Cook hit and he lost the football.
Dalvin Cook on the carry. Fumble on the play.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground. Less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellows in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Blues 42.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Chicago Bears.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.